Okay, we are getting ready to start the finals. The stream with commentary will be up here on the back wall. Come join us.
We'll wait for the best seats.
These are the best seats.
So we have a 5-minute delay, but we'll have it up here just in a few minutes here. Man. Engin, right? Or no, Ergin, right? Engin?
Ergin.
Ergin. Thank you.
Ergin.
Thank you. Okay, we are live. Make sure.
Who's supposed to be giving commentary?
Neil's coming over. Is something wrong? OBS is running. Yes.
I have no idea where Neil is.
Oh, he's just taking a quick break. There we go. were almost simultaneous, right?
You can always tell which side Ray Fogerlund is. And I know he has like women like him.
He's giving you hand jobs before, Johnny?
No, nothing like that.
They can hear this.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right, I'm just waiting for this to be sure. Looking for a live video on the USBGF site,
I
YouTube.
charge way too much for that.
Why? All right, we've got one. Now, why isn't it here? All right. Well, I know it's up, so we're good. That's all I need. That doesn't need to run. This does not need to run. Max screen that. They seem to be... Okay, so the microphone is here, so ideally the commentators are sitting here and speaking loudly. I'll adjust volumes if we need to. I'm going to tell them to start. It'll take 5 minutes. Yes, it'll take 5 minutes for the feed to get here. So
I thought they started already. Okay.
No, I wanted to be sure that they started properly.
All right.
The greatest of all commentators of all time.
We'll see.
I wish our XG buddy was here so he could tell us what's the right moves.
Neil, you're going to San Antonio, right?
Yes.
Not that he needs another board from Jeffrey Parker.
I'd like to win a nice board someplace.
I just need Neil to commentate my match.
The last big tournament I won did not give out a board. Surprise.
So how badly we suck in the speed match?
I have no idea. It wasn't.
Oh,
It
they
wasn't.
didn't show that? I thought you were commentating.
I wasn't commentating. It wasn't set
He
up to
says there's a
commentate.
5-minute
So I
delay
didn't.
getting
So I
over.
didn't watch it.
Oh.
You told him to
Joe
start.
and Dimitri hedged 1,000.
Gotcha. A little chilly right here. Maybe I'm tired.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, here we go. This is Neil Kazaros commentating.
Ergin's on
for
the
now.
bottom, Ray's on the top.
We have Ergin Bayrak on the bottom. He's a very strong player. He's typically been Los Angeles club champion. On the top, everyone knows Ray Fogerlund, who is second to me in lifetime ABT points and has won 4 ABT events.
Using the microphone.
I think they're hearing me.
Okay.
Ben, are they hearing me?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Closer or not?
No, you're good right there.
All right, I'm going to sit right here.
Ergin's on the bottom.
I should probably watch up there. I can see it better than here. Standard opening plays here. Okay. This miss, there's 2 plays. You can tactically hit him on the ace point, try to make it harder for him to cover, or you can play positionally by just bringing another builder. Ray would tend, from my experience, would tend to prefer positional play. I think it's pretty close there with 5 to play. I'm not sure.
23 then.
Here, double 5, I'm just running away. I'm taking one guy out of there. I have a race lead. I'm gone. Nothing you can do about the blot on the 3-point, on the 4-point. Hope he misses. Same thing with the blot on the 7-point. Hope he misses.
He played 2?
He's played 2.
Actually, they played 13-8 and 23-18.
I like that play.
I go all the way, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. The 8-point does have value. This play didn't work. One guy's in, and
And the That lands on top of the checker, so yeah.
Oh, yes, when the die lands on the checker, it counts. Now he can play positionally or hit 2 checkers. He sees he can hit 2 checkers and puts it back and looks at it. I think that's my play. You're fighting a 3-point board over there. Come in. Standard backgammon. You come in and hit.
Bar 24-6-4.
There you go.
Find a little timing now.
Come in and
Just go to the 20.
I come up.
Gonna block it.
That wouldn't have been me,
It's an overplay.
but it worked.
Timing. Didn't have the timing.
Not for sure.
It worked, but he's still got issues with his back checkers.
You're doing commentaries or mic?
The mic is here.
Okay.
They tell me I'm being heard.
So, I mean, now he's moving.
Now what do we do?
Uh,
I come up with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
13-7 twice.
No, you're
He's got to come up. He needs to get out of there.
Oh, I put a checker on the bottom. Wow.
That's the right play.
No way. 5-2-3.
Oh, yeah. That's,
I might have switched points with the double threes and pulled the builder down, but again, you've got 4 guys way back there. It's hard to blitz.
It's not a timing for a back game.
Yeah, it's not.
What the idea wasn't to play a back game.
He's not. That's what he's in trouble for.
Okay.
Did he make the 2-point?
No, I wouldn't break my bar point and leave blots. 6-2 hitting is much better. Do not cover this. Move your blot. Don't even think about covering. Too many return hits with all those blots crush you. Now you can survive return hits.
Damn.
Wow.
That helped.
Too early to cue.
Well, he's got a problem with a man stuck in the corner. How many shots is this? I'm not sure I'd cover. Probably close.
4, 8, 6, and
We found this guy. Oh, did you hit on the ace?
No,
6 numbers.
I had a boost.
I think it's probably hitting. Maybe hitting on the ace is the right idea. If you do this, you got to play a 3. That's not a good position either. Let's look at hitting on the ace. The problem with hitting on the ace is getting hit back is a problem. Covering it's a problem. But this is tactically justified because you got a triple shot at the blot.
So you're basically, you can recycle that.
If it's hit well, you may get hit and then pounded on the 3-point, and a 5-1 game is awful. This is no double by a lot, in my opinion.
No double.
Yeah.
One on the bar?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets beaver for money. This is atrocious cue. Ray doesn't like getting gammoned.
Whoa.
How can you pass this?
I'm betting passing that wastes more than
Nobody's doing
.06.
Wow.
No, we're just pretty
sorry,
much.
say that again? 0.06?
.6.
0.6. Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Well, if he thought he could get ready to drop it.
Right.
Well, that's genius.
There was only one other blot exposed. He needs the 7 to cover. He's got to fight his way out. There's a whole lot of game left.
Guys, come on.
Yeah. I think it technically wasn't a double. No, I would not have. But I wouldn't be. But Roberto next to me would have.
2 down. No. I know, that's kind of too deep.
Thematically wrong.
Not a pretty play here, neither way.
I don't mind.
I pull 2 down and hope he misses. I don't know. I could see that being right, but you're almost going to lose the game if you get hit.
Well, it's 2-6 for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I like seeing this to spread out your points. You're getting a really deep point. You're still stuck on the ace.
I'll go ahead and make the 5.
Not me. I lift the blot and come up. You got to move the back checkers. Back checkers need to move before they get stuck. Black has an anchor. White doesn't. This is a lousy position no matter what you play. I don't think making the 5-point is right.
Slot
You're saying
way
7-6.
too much.
7-6.
Step up.
I step up with a 3.
What about
Well, you
I
could
live.
go
21,
7-6, 8-5.
I like this play right here.
That's not bad.
Not me.
But you need the split. Just
I'm moving a back checker.
Because he has to leave a good point. But he can't unstack the
Yeah,
head.
I agree with Neil on that. We have to come on 24, 21.
Another possibility is 7-4, 24-23.
look,
Minor
if
split.
there's times that it's right to do 4-3, 13-6, doing 7-6 right now is not horrible.
Right.
Right,
You can play that.
exactly. It's a tough play.
It's not like
I'm gonna go
Bernie.
back
Somebody-
checker.
Somebody
24,
needs to
21,
write
8-7.
a long book about not opening, but the transition between the opening and the middle game. This is practically a middle game here.
Ray's thinking about Cuban here.
I didn't like this play at all, by the way.
I like
I would have made the 5-point before I did this. I don't think this is.
two blots.
You have your 5-point. You leave 2 blots. Well, this game is over.
No, it's a
What's the roll? I can't roll. 6-6. You roll box.
It's over unless double 3s comes out of the cup.
Next game.
Mid is moving.
You know what it is, you have to double.
Unless Ray wants to play on.
It's too good. Ray wants to play it. It's not,
Has no one.
not too good, but it's not a big error.
That's right. It's not a big
There's no
error.
ball attack. There's no-
Winners, market losers. This
There are
plays
no,
at
there are
3-5.
no, there are no rolls that make it worse.
The thing is it a take if Ergin rolls double 3?
I don't think so. No, it's not.
Probably not now.
No.
I had to count it.
No, he can't be down more than 20.
102,
Take.
26. It's 128 black.
Why is it not you?
52,
It's
62,
easy to count that one.
90.
Why is it not double?
He thinks he can play,
He thinks he won't lead anymore.
which means
But now he can lose it. If he leaves one block.
he's not going to leave any blots. He won't leave a blot. That's not hittable.
Yeah, it's not good.
Come up with
23 to 6.
Come up with the 2.
I go to the 22 point.
Sorry.
I come up with a 4. I come up from the green point. The
Yeah.
20. I go to 22.
Now he's just hanging back.
Now he has no threat. So Ray's just going to play on and hope to roll a double.
Come up, you force him to double it.
That's my
If
plan.
you step up, you can have a fly shot. He's not winning.
You force him to double it.
I step up with the 2. Out of range of all the builders. I go 24 to 22, pull a 5 down.
Yeah, the perfect 6 to jump.
Another plan is to come out all the way, and you may force him to double then because there's some rolls that leave blots. So you just want to get doubled out here as white, unless you think black is making a clear error playing on, which I don't. Just play on, no risk.
3-2.
Command off the mid.
Yeah, 2 down.
Two down, no blots, and just wait.
That's kind
That's another plan. You don't need that point, and there's no blots. That might be okay.
Yeah, he wants to make the
Yeah.
4 and 3. I don't. That's not a bad.
That's
play.
better for the blitz. It's better for pointer. And it's
6 is play.
Probably his first inclination might be better.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, because he doesn't want to break the point on him.
He thinks he can cash no matter what. So he's just going to play on and hope he rolls jokers. I'm staying back. Or if you come up with the 2, you're going to get doubled out. You just want to get doubled out as white.
Another reason to come to the 22.
That's why I go to the 22 last turn. Or would it just come out all the way last turn from
What
the
do you got for black?
23?
We're at 116.
52, 64. Black has 116.
Yeah, I got one.
White has 36, 52, 78. And
Pay attention to that.
118, 119, 100 and 22.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Sneaky fast.
White could possibly be in the race if he could make the 4 anchor, but there's not much happening. Ray finally says, "I've seen enough of this."
Does he convince himself to take? He only looks at the race. People make big mistakes.
This
sometimes.
is a big pass.
People confuse sometimes not having the anchor. They confuse it with the holding game that they're familiar with the anchor. When you don't
Maybe
have it, it's not a holding
there's
game.
something from a practical standpoint that's happening. This is going to be a 1.2 error.
That's got it. 1.2.
Yeah.
Well, Ray, by waiting, he wasn't realizing that he wasn't good enough. I mean, he was thinking he wasn't good enough to double. He wasn't sure. He wasn't realizing Ray was
Ain't
playing.
no market loser.
He wasn't.
He
Ergin didn't
Ray was
realize Ray was playing on. But I'm betting 1.2 pass here.
No, he's just betting on trying to race her.
Actually, now.
Told
Now
you
it's-
sneaky fast. I know what he was thinking.
This is still a pass, friends.
playing. Full prime against a 3-point game is pretty much.
Right.
You're all fucked, so
Well, that's too bad. Well, that's hopefully not going to happen if you're rooting for Ray. I'm rooting for nobody, obviously. There it is. That's made, and this is a pass. It's too hard. It's too hard for White to win. I don't think White wins this. White.
And 7 primes are hard to jump. Never done it myself.
You've got to use that dice that I have that has an 8 on it.
Yeah.
You need a different set of dice.
The problem is
There's always a
here.
sequence.
Yeah, double 12
I
down.
don't like that one. Yeah.
You got to be careful. There's times you're gonna blot. Sometimes that's life.
Like boxes can switch up.
But I think you play 6 to 5. But that's Spear doesn't belong there. But I'd rather do this and have a 6 I
Clear
can
from the
play.
back. Yeah.
You see, Ergin is going to run out of time. But it's part of the problem here. And Ergin is going to lose an occasional gamma when things go really funny. This is a lovely roll. But the 4,
You want
And
tiny
a
rolls,
4
you get
too.
Ray, right?
this is awful. Don't move that guy. That's horrendous.
4 and 2 on.
You play pure. Play the 4 in and move the 2 to the 2 point. Now his 5s are bad. This is ugly.
Now double 6.
Oh.
That's the wrong play by a lot. I clear the 6 point. Kill 5s. However, maybe not. What do I know?
No, it was good because he was about to break.
Yeah. Probably okay. If it's not wrong by a lot, because there are some blot numbers here, and then he found one.
87 bit, white.
I will do the same.
Victor's right. I agree with Victor. What are you doing? Make the 2 point.
Yeah.
You need a stronger game later.
He played a 6-7.
Yeah, I think he actually played it
I do this. I mean,
by 5.
same number of shots. Don't make a mess behind because there's more game to this. There's a lot more game. This gets missed, the board breaks, it gets hit later. You don't want to mess in your home board. You also want a better race. So for me, this is nothing to think about.
Maybe he wants to look
And for Victor, it's nothing to think about. You
But
just,
it would be interesting to see 5-1 after that.
Exactly.
that's part of why you keep a good board.
Yeah.
maybe 9-4 to 7-7.
Maybe he rolls 5-1 in your gammon.
What other play is there?
There isn't one.
Breaking from the back?
9-4 and 7-1.
Yeah, 9-4-7-1 doesn't seem.
We do a regular 2 point?
I would.
Juice.
Make it 2 points.
We would have made the 2 point instantly. As soon as we saw we had no choice.
No,
That's awful.
That's just bad.
That's just
Well, it's 4
bad.
instead of 5. That means fewer shots, right?
It's the same number of shots. All
Well, now it's 4-1.
And the
and
punishment.
4-2.
And the punishment.
and the game is
That's
over.
interesting. Probably a little too good now, no?
No,
You roll once?
Not with the check. on
No,
base
you
point.
probably have to give
yeah,
it.
you
check
cash
on
Yeah,
this.
you cash. It's not enough gammons anyway.
You cash
You
this.
cash, yeah.
You catch it?
Yeah, actually, you think for a long time, you give it, and maybe opponent takes. Yeah. No.
Ray knows better.
Yeah. But that was a punishment for a bad 6.
What do we know, right?
What a
Both
cube
games
to
again.
go.
Punishment for bad 4-2 also.
You're not
Are you guys
gonna-
doing live commentary or not?
Yes.
It's like
Yeah, speak up. Speak up all you want, Victor. Everyone's commenting.
So,
Really? Oh, no, I mean,
last shot,
wow, what a
that's right.
cube he took.
No,
I didn't
fours
see
instead of fives.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh, there he falls.
Well,
Oh, that's
Ray mucked around on the outside, went to his ace when he had a perfect 4-2. You play 10-6, and then you play 4-2, slapping behind the anchor. Instead, he played 5-1 and 10-8 on the prime and made a mess. And they made a mess of it.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Is it correct for one? I don't
The
think
correct
so.
play.
with two, right?
The correct play.
23, right?
The correct play, believe it or not, for money is to play 13-8 with 4-1 after 5-2 splits.
But
Yes.
score 3-0.
Maybe the score matters.
Well, he's not going to want to leave
Oh,
it.
how we
He's
do
not gonna leave it
6-4? I think I
exposed.
played two
If
down.
he's leading, it can't be right to
I like
expose.
Two down, right? It gives us better game. And of course, it's not fun.
If you don't play 2 down, you do that.
6 points underrated.
But this is a little too deep, considering he has
It's
already.
not where you
very-
want to put your checkers.
If I'm Ray, I'm doubling
Oh,
now.
doubling for sure. 0-3, it's very comfortable. Doubling.
Are you
I would
taking?
actually look. Yeah, probably, but I would
Normally,
think
it's a good
longer.
strategy to
I
win.
I would have
think
thought.
longer.
I would have thought very long about the
You know,
6-4.
you have a free 12
Yeah,
seconds.
but then I would think
You know,
longer about
lose
taking
at
this
least
too.
8 of those.
Can you bring one down or keep them connected?
Hey, the rest of you don't know what you're talking about. Listen to the guys that do, okay?
I asked a question.
Wasn't just you. It was in the background. I couldn't hear what
Are
you
you,
were saying.
are you keeping them connected or bringing the checker down?
Yeah, I
Green
included.
checker down.
You want offense. Bring checker down. I agree.
But was it the correct cube take? That's my.
Not for me.
No, the take. I mean, take feels very, very risky
Very risky.
because position seems like suck already.
Yes, I'm giving up the point at the score.
Because you have the 2 point
Yeah.
and you're behind the 4 prime with several checkers, double checkers.
Yeah, just so
And
difficult to
and
win
half the
this.
numbers hit another guy.
After you make the
So if
use
you-
point, it's difficult to win.
Were you taking if you brought 2 down?
I don't know.
But yeah. No, after two down, I take. Yeah, definitely.
He's taking. I wasn't sure at the score, but I didn't look at it. I didn't have to look at it because of what was played.
But use point seems like kind of sucks forever.
We saw this before. This is right where Ergin wants it.
Oh yeah, I see that 2-1.
Well, Ergin is
It starts.
found a way to
2 in a row.
anchor.
2 in a row. Get the 3 point, then get the 4
See
point.
how
There
it,
it
I
is.
see
Okay,
how
there's
it
a
starts.
full, there's a full 6 5.
Keep moving your anchor forward.
So what? Now double ace or what? To cancel? Oh no, that's not ideal.
2 downs.
Two
No,
down.
I think you're putting another checker.
Still got a man
Maybe
left.
you
What do
put
do?
6 down and 5 hit.
I don't know how to put the
I don't know. These are
That's
tough.
an expert player.
6 down and
I
5
think you play
hit.
safe.
13, 7, 8, 3.
Huh?
No, just kidding.
He's.
No, this.
This is
Does it call for safety?
Dude,
or
well,
is this
that's-
safe, or-
the gammon
He's trying
save
to
play
promo.
is to play 13-2,
Yeah, we know.
but he's trying to win the game,
Right.
and he can sometimes win this game by attacking, making something. Do you force him to
That's
crack?
what I'm
Probably
saying.
not. But that's an outside prime, and maybe the best way to win the game is to get hit and make the 3 anchor over there.
I think
The problem is that none of that made time.
I think the pure play is 6 down and 5 hits. And
I think you're
and
right.
That's what I would do over this board.
I would not do this.
It looks.
You know, the ace is good for timing. He's not trying
No,
to.
that, I don't. I think it's a wrong way to look at this.
Well, what is the race?
No, race doesn't matter.
Tanaducci.
All right.
The race does matter if White can wimp up, throw an ace, and somehow win the race. But
2-6, he would be on the roof. 5-2, slot 2.
slot 2,
If he rolls a 1, he should be going quicker than checker up.
Of
Absolutely.
Course, yeah.
Double
But
blue.
here's the breaker.
But we have plan B now.
Breaker.
Then he's going to get a hit number that doesn't cover.
And the blood. And the blood. So,
I go 9, 7 points and 7, 5.
huh?
I like making the 3 point.
That's actually not bad.
I'm breaking the back of the prime.
No, making 3 is actually looks like the best. I
This is
agree
going to
with
get more
Cody.
gammons.
No, but it's 2 bloods inside. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
I do this too.
4 6.
And you can't hit.
You don't hit, no. That's suicide.
Don't even think about it.
It's a suicide. 4E and cover 4.
This is gas chamber time.
Who would hit?
I said,
Hey, I'm gonna send you back to us. Put that out.
He hangs around. Now we hit
equity.
actually. Now we hit.
equity up.
Well, we hit now because we have a 3-point
You don't
board.
give him 3-6. You play 2 and 6-5. Yeah. 3-6 is too painful.
6-5. Yep.
Yep.
Nice little nuance, avoiding a very painful shot.
But stepping into this beauty.
How about now?
Of course you hit.
No, you hit now for sure.
Two down?
And 3 out probably.
2 down or
Yeah,
3?
no, 3 out.
21-8.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see the 3. I didn't
You
see
come
it.
out
Of course it's 3 out.
It's too.
and
it's-
hope. You need to get out of there.
Yeah.
The outside prime is
I didn't
stripped.
see it.
The outside points are stripped.
It seems to be.
Sure, you can get jokered,
it's
but
too late to be afraid. I think.
risky play. But I'm doing it too.
Yeah, difficult to play any
I'd say
other
it's a
three
pretty big
because
blunder
when you're older.
I agree. Anything else?
This is not too safe too. I mean,
No, this is not safe.
nothing is safe here, so why not?
And 11-8 is safer,
He's
but
already queued.
not good enough.
Wow,
Well,
that's
come
big.
come in and make a point.
That's a pretty good
Double 2.
Wow, making 9.
Make the 9.
Yep.
Because you don't have another 2 if he gets through this. Now there's only one more 2, so you make the 9. You have only 1 2 to play.
really good roll.
You need to play 2 2s.
That's
Only
a
one is
really
safe, so you make the
4-3 is
9.
better. 1-6 is better. 2-5 is better.
Yeah, so it's 7th best.
Probably. Yeah.
A clearly better number was making the bar point.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Was there anything that made the bar point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 numbers from Drew.
1, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3.
All right, what we do now?
Want to leave a bunch of blots?
I
See?
like hit and pick up, or maybe don't touch him at all. No, it's difficult not to touch.
I don't do this.
Oh, that's atrocious.
If you hit, you have to pick it up. I think.
Yeah.
If you hit, you have to
20
step
and then
in.
5-2 hitting.
No.
How about hitting behind the anchor and stepping up?
Yeah. Common 22, 20.
Actually, it's
I
a very
didn't see
tough
that.
play, guys.
Oh, God.
No, that's
I
big.
love this one.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible, but along the way,
You don't want to break your prime. That's
along the
thing.
way, you can also Black can do this, have it work, and blow his game up with the 6-6 or 5-5. I'm hitting behind the anchor
Coming up.
and coming up. I'm playing 5-2 hit, 22-20. This is too loose.
This is a little too,
Wow.
too aggressive. Probably. 1-2, 1-2, changing the game completely. You don't want that.
Wow.
It's not too
I
bad
can't
for
believe
Ray.
you did that.
I thought it was too loose.
4-5.
It worked out though, but
That's a
out.
pretty good roll.
4 out for sure.
Not even.
don't even think about it. Get out of there
Just
before you blow your game up with a bad
rumble
double.
around.
Wow, I'm shocked that he made that.
Well,
Touch it.
Wow, that 4. No.
sometimes those play
Yes.
There's nothing to shot.
that play can win a lot of gammons, but still,
He can lose a lot of games.
it can
Before he
get
was
get
two
crushed.
saves, right?
I would have
Yeah,
just
that's
played
cool.
simple.
Yeah. Don't overthink. But he's allowed to look.
Double ones.
Oh! Look at him. Ray doesn't like it.
What a joker. What a joker, huh?
Well, you
This thing Victor kind of.
Wow.
2-6 from the bar.
one problem with
I didn't
Ray's
see him say it.
attack
I didn't see him
was
say it.
there are no more blots than those 2.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're making that attack like Ray did when the opponent has other builders.
3 out. 3
Out.
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 3 out. What the fuck?
Not coming out as a blunder,
No,
or at least an error.
he's not going.
Oh.
5 point.
4 makes the 5.
5 point.
5 point. Quicker.
He suddenly has a good game.
Right.
With the 6 numbers?
Right.
Double 5.
Is this a?
Oh no!
Cash?
Please don't. No. No.
You don't redouble this at
No,
the
you
score.
want to get this for you. It's a Hanukkah gift.
You do?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Look at the score.
At this
What
score,
did you say?
it's a Hanukkah gift to give this cube at this score. Yes, I would snap it in a second and would kiss him on the forehead.
Lovely roll here.
Yes.
Now
Now
you think about cube,
uh,
but you're also going to think about playing for a gammon.
Snap it.
I still would
He's
take
just gonna
this
roll.
cube.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I'd still
That's
take.
legal?
It's not too good
Ship
for
it.
sure.
Ship.
Yeah, before I would be happy. Now I'm not happy, but I take it.
You take this?
Yeah, I take this. Yeah.
If you take that check around the ace point, take that dead, almost dead check around the deuce point.
Yeah.
That
But
third
it's
spare on the
not,
deuce
but
point
it
for
is there.
our readers. That's called a dilly builder.
If it would be on
The
the
only
six,
thing it can do is make the ace point. If that checker's back on the 6 point,
I would pass.
I would pass.
I would pass immediately.
I don't know if I would take here or not.
I would take.
Hit and get out.
Come out to the bar.
Hit and advance your anchor.
It's
Hit and
actually,
get out.
It's actually interesting. Do we want to hit? We do, right? Because it's extra checker on the deuce we hate.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I mean, really? Hit
time
and
to
get
use it.
out. Oh, that's very loose, guys.
It is,
Maybe
but
just 3-1 down, all the way down.
all the way down 13 to
And
9.
hold here all the ace
I don't
and
think.
kill himself.
I don't
You
think
hit
it.
on the ace.
I don't. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Force him to crash.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I don't think
It
he-
might be, these guys are saying hitting is an overplay. They might be right because
Yeah.
Ergin is just knocking on the door of making one slight improvement in cubing.
Cash in because it may not be cash.
Well, I have a question.
I still take it.
Would you have come out with the three?
Yes.
Of course.
Would you have come out with the three?
Huh?
You have to come out with the
No.
3.
Have to.
Come out when?
With a 3 here.
I'm not sure.
He didn't come out.
He's not sure. He's not sure because it's not that stuck.
Okay.
Now he's putting Ray to the task.
Ray is not taking.
Ray is taken.
Ray is not taking.
Ray is taken.
20?
And he may be
20?
correct. Yep, 20. Okay. Take. I don't know if it's a take, but I would
Ray's
take
not
over
taking.
the board, and
Ray's
I
not
think Ray is taking this. I think it's enough game here. Ray is a
not
taker
taking
too.
He thinks he's a much better player.
Did you see what Ray dropped in the first game, Patrick?
What's that?
I thought Ray dropped a
I'm not
non-double in
saying
the
it's
first
taking-
game.
Yes,
What Ray's doing.
yes. 20 bucks. 20. Come on, baby. Show me the
Uh-oh.
money.
Oh, match. Match.
What's it say?
Match.
No double.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a huge take.
By how
guys.
much?
Am I the only one in the room? It's a huge take. It's no double.
You were the only
It's no
one.
double.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You were the only one. Any change?
You don't deserve it.
I don't deserve it.
I'll make change for you, thank you.
He's gonna be giving us that
I'll
match.
keep the fucking thing. All right. This may be the end of the match, but
But good take.
Ray has to
I
roll.
didn't say,
Very good take.
I didn't say whether I was a taker or not. I said
No,
I-
the room was passing. No, the room was passing.
Was it 224?
I wasn't, but the room was.
You were the only one, by the way.
No, because
You
I
mean
want
no
this
take
gift.
minus
I want that. I
224.
told you it's a gift.
Ray not
But you could lose the whole match.
You can win
Well,
the whole match.
you're behind 5-0 when you pass. How good is that?
You still roll 3 and you still in the game.
5-0 to 11 is like 25%.
Oh, Ray's clock is running.
He's thinking about recubing to 8 because he's thinking that he's losing gammon anyway. No, just roll, Ray. Roll.
You're gonna win a hit a shot late.
No, that's just wrong idea. Just,
Yeah, you can always hit a shot late.
Yeah. Yeah.
This type of
Just roll.
when Ray should redouble this with a 5-point board there,
Good shot for stealing the same horse twice.
maybe.
All right, guys. Match is over. Good night. Thank you very much.
Good night. All right, dinner time.
11-0.
Now you walk away. What happens? You walk away, Victor.
That's what happens when you take the aggressive.
That's my hope.
Right.
Yeah, right. Spend that all in one place, okay?
That's right, go there. This is easy not to mess up.
Well, first of all, it's probably already over. 2-minute delay now, Ben?
Actually, this is live.
Yeah, this is live. Oh, this is live.
The delay is from here.
Yeah, we didn't even get 6 minutes of clock time.
Was this always live?
Not earlier, but.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is live. It's live.
I'm playing safe, thank
I
you.
agree.
They're the six. Thank you. I feel like I'm in a show. Wow.
Wow.
Play it.
Oh, he already is. We just don't hear that. There's no audio.
30-40%. Yeah,
The cup has not been.
well, no, now you gotta get its count.
What's the gammons here?
A lot.
80%? More than 80 or less than 80? More than 80 now.
More than 80 now. It was probably 80 then anyway.
I got another fan.
Wow. Wow. Go on now. Good night, sweetheart.
Fogerlund has been on.
It's time to go.
That's 3 in. That's 4 crossovers.
Yeah, well, Ray's going to need a big double, not a little double, a big double.
Double fours might not be big enough.
I was almost don't let it.
He wouldn't throw double fours back.
What is it?
4.
Can't see that.
Gonna play for double 5.
4 and a glare. I think it's 4-2.
That's the right play.
Yeah.
6-5.
Right here.
Right.
Wow,
That's a match.
This is the end. The only end, my friend.
Yeah, he knows.
Wow.
Good match, boys.
That was a 7-minute final.
About.
On the clock. New ABT winner in the house. New ABT event. 11-0.
ABT event.
Wow. Ray got the. And we have a new
Final match.
ABT champion.
champions to the house.
Congratulations to Frank Raposa, who retained his lead here and has won his first ABT championship.
In backgammon,
Good
right?
job.
If you're thinking about
Here, you want me?
stop,
Come on.
Yeah,
you
helps.
purposely roll the dice like make it cock.
No, if you once you attempt to roll,
No,
dice,
sit back
you
there.
have to roll.
Don't got
Are you sure that's the USB rule?
You asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
Oh, good. I didn't.
And you asked me a question, I gave you an answer. Did I flinch? Did I stutter? No, it's the answer. I guarantee you.
Thank you.
Not 100%. 1,000%. I know the
If anyone needs to renew their membership in the United States back in the Federation, Karen Davis is still in the hallway.